What's up, guys? Stitch here. Welcome back to this week's episodes of Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Alright. So we finished that. It took a lot longer. I didn't even bother doing it because it would have been one entire episode, so.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the Bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies.
Alright.
Olvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the Bristlebacks are gone.
But how could Bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides,
Yep.
someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Alright. Alright, where is the other quest? Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's go save.
We are on the same side here. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the Bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them straight through the gates of
Whoa there. Watch where you're going.
Preposterous.
Careful there.
Well, Olvin does his quest, and great.
You mean the land that honest Osram worked tirelessly with no say in its government? Move those feet!
Ain't great.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's Odor. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
Yeah, might as well.
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Melee pit, chains great. Melee pits test your close quarter fighting skills against other human opponents. Complete all challenges against other fighters. Only face the pitmaster. The pitmaster also allows you to practice. Okay. Tutorials. Guessing I'll just do the things real fast.
Light attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Oh, that one's done. Heavy attack.
Heavy attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
Mm-hmm. Power. Oh, so heavy is just. Oh, okay. So power attack is the hold.
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment.
And last but not least, Resonation Blast. Keeping an enemy melee attacks to build a better G.
That spear of yours seems to energize after attacks. I think landing heavy attacks or combinations will energize it faster.
We're going to do weapon by hitting. We put it with our 1 and 2.
Now to use that energy, try attacking your enemy. See if you can energize them. And their armor's off. Shoot it! You did it!
Cool. Yeah, right, let's go. Oh, I need the block breaker. Defeat your opponent with a resonator blast. This technique uses your melee range attacks. Okay. So I need certain skills.
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor. That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Oh.
That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
Cool. Well, that one's finished. I need block breaker before I can even do this one, so I can't even challenge him. I get a pristine skull for doing it, though. So, all right. Haven't mastered it, but hey. The enduring. Okay. Guessing I have to take this side quest.
We are on the same side here. What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you
that's all,
want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the Bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service.
Windbag.
So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside.
God,
The
you're a
Carja
clown.
risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people.
God, he's a windbag.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the Bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. He's in the tavern.
All right.
Ho there!
Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time. My condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
I would.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access.
Yeah.
Hence why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Carja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Cool. All right. This is the main quest. All right. So let's go. Let's go do this real fast. Cool. Oh, that whole time I could just hit the chair.
Well, only a matter of time. Scroungers. Moldov said I could find them in a panel in one of their scrap piles. Getting that power cell could help.
Nice.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile.
Cool. All right, Burrow. Yep, so we got one burrow up top. One scrap, another burrow, a scrap, another scrap. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are the next one I'm going to get rid of, and then I'm going to go up there and get rid of you, and then go down, get rid of. Yep, come over here. So I can insta get rid of you now. Cool.
I can't override that machine. But I could learn if there's a cauldron out here.
I was looking to say, hey, there's a cauldron for it too. Well, we don't have a cauldron yet. Ooh, what was that? Oh, shelter. Okay. Cool. So now what we got left? So we got him that's going back and forth. Small supply cache. Him. And him. Okay. Cool. So I come over here. Well, no more going silent. All right. Oh. You stupid freaking... Oh my god, you annoying ass little fuckers. Get destroyed.
Okay, now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Cool.
I think I have everything I need for Mildef. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
Alright, let's grab all of this while I'm here.
Find this in my stash later.
There's something over here. More blast paste. And more supplies. Cool. Alright, with that, let's go back. Let's go back here. Turn in the quest. And probably call this episode.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Nice. Food.
Wow. Mildef, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
A dash of courage. Nice.
Back for that free meal?
Alright, so what do we got? Okay, let's finish that. Let it load.
Good to see you.
Okay. We got local stool. 20%. Oh, it costs. Midriff's Treat. Boosts melee damage by 2 levels for 3 minutes. Restores 75% health and 75% stamina. Nice. Stamina regeneration. Recover weapon stamina faster. Might as well get the 2 best things for free. Oh, I can only have two foods with me, I see. Food provides temporary benefits and skill boosts. Midriff's meal has reduced your concentration and recovery time. Bring ingredients to cook. Only one ingredient at a time.
Might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out.
Cool. Alright. Now we need to go here. We know we got the main quest, so we're gonna go do the side quests. Requires level 7. What level are we? We are level... I don't even know. I think 5.
Just cooking up.
But that'll be next episode. Alright, so I will jump out here. Alright, guys. Stay tuned. It's not for next week's, right? No. I think we got more episodes to go. Still going. Yeah. This is just the beginning of this week's. Alright, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode of Horizon 2 Forbidden West.